It's a beautiful July morning. We've come 100 miles from London to Weymouth to visit the world famous Ponderosa Pigeon Stud. The place is beautifully set out. You can buy youngsters and top class stock birds here. There's a pigeon shop, you can buy corn and accessories. There's a really nice cafeteria. These aviaries are the main holding pens for older stock birds for sale. And I must say they certainly look well. The stud's open all the year round. The fanciers come from all over the world and visit. In fact, Tony was telling me yesterday they had visitors from Germany. The 22 families of pigeons housed here are kept in individual breeding pens, and the fanciers view the different families from this corridor. This is Tony Hayne, manager of the Ponderosa Stud here at Weymouth. Thanks very much for letting us come and see the birds today, Tony. What's the main families kept here?
Well, you've got 22 families housed here. The main lines would be the Jansons. There's about 108 pairs of the Jansons. Then you've got your Jansen-based families, your Muirlemans, your Linsons, your Clacks, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But the Jansons are the most popular.
Yeah. The main stud is in Holland, isn't it?
Yeah, the main stud's in Holland, where we got about 5,000 breeding pairs, but of course they've built up now over the last 25-30 years to the position they're in now.
Yeah.
We've been established here. We were first involved with the eye camps in the early 80s. This complex was actually built in 86. It's still growing. There's a new building going up at the back now, another 112-foot section. So yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
That's not only to cope for the UK market, we export a lot. Last year we exported 14 countries.
Yeah.
I can't speak 14 languages, but the money is the main language, they all speak money.
How many pigeons is there at Weymouth here?
There's about 400 pairs of stockbirds.
Yeah.
And at any one time, particularly in the middle of the season, you're probably carrying about 3,000 birds.
Yeah.
So there's a good selection, 500, 600, 700 birds for people to come and select from.
Yeah. It's a good day out here, I really enjoy it. It's the third time I've been here. When do you actually pair them up, Tony?
December the 17th is the normal time.
Yeah.
The customers are looking for their first round youngsters second week in February.
Yeah.
So that's about the time we made it down. This is a son of the famous 05. It's one of our top stock birds. He's actually mated to a full sister of the Wonderboy 05, which is the same bloodlines. They're producers of many, many big winners, this particular pair.
The Jansen pigeons, yeah?
Pure Jansons, yeah. The Jansons of our dot lines. And of course this is the uncle. This 05 line is the uncle to your James Bond line, which in our opinion is the most famous Jansen in the world today.
How much will a youngster cost you off this cotton?
For this particular copper with that hen, £400. But that way you got double grandchild of the champion pigeons then, which is a good investment, very, very good investment for the future.
The pigeons certainly look very happy in here, Tony. They're lovely and clean.
Well, you got the best environment that we could think of. You got the grilled floors, obviously all the droppings go through there, so always clean and no threat of disease. You got the nest box set up where they've got grilled bottoms, and underneath you got the conveyor belts to whip all the droppings away there. So they've got every chance of staying clean and healthy.
We're outside now, and every section has its own individual flight where the birds can get outside and get fresh air and sunshine.
This is a daughter of the famous Wonderboy 05. It's a top stock hen. It's mated to a full brother to James Bond. Again, they've been producing really first class youngsters to go back into your stock.
She's a class looking pigeon, this one. She's
Oh,
got wonderful
she's
eyes.
class. The first two youngsters I bred from her, they were just coming out of the nest. I had a fancier arrive from Egypt. He didn't even ask what they were from. He bought them straight away.
Yeah, fantastic pigeon.
Fantastic.
How much a youngster out of her, Tony?
They're £400 each. Well, the stud is open from 9 to 4. You really never know who's going to walk round the corner from what part of this country or what part of the world. Today we got two visitors here. This is Mr. Byrne from London and Mr. Bernard Jordan from Oxford.
Yeah,
Comes down regular to annoy me and give me advice and keeps me going. Don't you?
These are the main holding pens for all the pigeons for export, and they're sent all over the world. What's this part then, Tony?
Well, this is the new sections that we require to house our extra stock. We've got another 12 sections going on here. House approximately another 100 pairs of stockers. Apart from the new breeding sections that you've just seen, to your left, behind C-Wing, as we call it C-Wing, is a new complex going up, a new restaurant. Seats 70 people, a bar, 2 overnight chalets, a new shopping complex. So the stud's growing all the time, growing for the pigeon fancier.
So next year when I come back, Tony, it's going to be twice the size, it sounds like.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
Thanks very much for letting us come here today, Tony. Look at the pigeons. It's been a great pleasure again.